I realized that making art was just truly therapeutic for me, that I didn't make it because I had to, but I made it because I needed to. I was diagnosed with manic bipolar depression back in 2017. That's kind of how I had to come back home. I had a mental breakdown at work in Los Angeles. So learning that I had that mental illness, it was first really hard for me because I was in denial. I didn't want to have a mental illness. And now 5 years later, I'm like, you know what? I have to just accept it. And how can I help and share and empower other people who struggle with mental health or with mental illness to, be able to express themselves? And I just find art to be very healing and powerful for me to channel that pain and energy. Because of that concept, the idea to start Creative Healing Space came forward because I want to be able to share that, safe space to make art with the community. So I first met Leah back in 2018 when I was enrolled as a student at Minnesota West to get my generals. And since being in her classroom, she just, was so supportive and empowering for me to just be an artist and really to create what came from my heart.
It's a part of her. It's a part of her personality to make and create art, but also to channel into varying messages of mental health, which is personal, but many who are also dealing with the same thing, it resonates for many of us.
Because she was just so supportive, it gave me the inspiration to start Creative Healing Space, which is a nonprofit that promotes art therapy. I almost won a fellowship through my nonprofit, but I didn't because they told me that they didn't think that my nonprofit was sustainable because I wasn't charging for services. So then I thought, okay, if I'm not, and I'm refusing to charge for services. So if I don't charge for services, how can I raise money through separate from grant writing and fundraising? And that's kind of the idea of how Art Invasion started. So if people who want to support Creative Healing Space can purchase our clothes because percentage of it will go to Creative Healing Space. However, this go around, it's going to be 100% that goes. So back in November, I applied for the artist residency program through the Department of Public Transformation, and luckily I was one of the winners to receive the grant. Part of the grant is that we can do whatever art project we want as long as we're involving the community. So because of my experience working in the fashion industry, when I was younger, for about 4 years, I was living in LA and working in fashion. It inspired me to start this clothing line called Art Invasions, which is putting meaningful artwork from artists and putting it into clothing.
I made this piece in Arizona, but it was from after we moved here. I was there and I was thinking about how much I was going to miss this place. I took a piece of copy paper and Crayola pastels, and I went online, picked a reference image I felt fit my mood, and I drew it. I was feeling really tired and out of control then, and so I really wanted to emphasize the eye bags and the look that was intimidating but also complacent, if that makes sense. Art is really important for my mental health because it's a release, it's somewhere to go without leaving home. And I feel like it's a confession without telling someone else about it. And it's a really great way to get your feelings out without doing anything irrational.
I woke up, super grateful and excited to be here. I made sure to meditate because that's how I can control my mania, because I can get really manic and just full of energy, so meditation helps me remain calm. And then I made sure to, show up early, met with Kimberly, steamed all the clothes, went to go pick up one of the models because she didn't have a ride, and then just trying to coordinate, making sure everybody shows up.
I modeled in 2. I wanted to model in 4, but I couldn't do those 2, unfortunately, but it's all fine. But it was this one and a different other one. It was a sweater, and I love them both. In the past, I've never really appreciated myself. I would always put myself down. And through school, I've just viewed life at a negative kind of view. And kind of just growing up made me love myself more and love life and learn to live it the right way. And so through modeling, I wanted to just take it take advantage of the opportunity and just go through it, because I wanted to see how it would be. I wanted to learn and experience, and so here I am. It was honestly nerve-wracking a little bit, just because I've never modeled for anyone before, and this is my first time doing it. And so this was very intimidating, but fun at the same time, and I really loved it.
Oh wait, no, you wanted to wear this one, right? Because you made it. Okay, actually.
Yeah.
No, he made this one. Never mind. You can wear this one. Yeah, he made that one. Okay. And then when you wear this one, I'll have Marilyn shoot you.
We don't say that, you know, we're like art therapists, but we do know ourselves with doing it and with teaching art that it helps to channel that energy into something healthy, something that you can work with your hands, something tactile.
I really want to encourage my community to really support and foster each other's talents and whatever that is through creativity, and to be more in unity, because I just know that there's so many talented artists here, and like if we can just all work together, there's so much more that we can do as a community, and really embracing like the uniqueness and diversity we have in this talent.